G'day, it's Electric Chris, and it's very exciting because we've had a software update to Tesla in Australia that was being long overdue. We've been crying out for it. Live Sentry review, a lot more. Software version 2236.2. Let's bring it on. G'day and welcome, my name's Chris and I cover from an Australian perspective things like electric vehicles and more. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, it's absolutely free. Alright, in this video I'm going to detail and step you through some of the improvements that Tesla has done to the software update, and this one is a goodie. Alright, let's kick it off. First up, Energy app has had some improvements. In fact, they're really significant. And my gosh, already is remarkably different compared to what you are used to. Up here we can see that in drive, park, and consumption. Alright, well, consumption looks roughly like it used to, no changes there. You've got the averaging over 10, 25 and 50 kilometers, or you can do instant range, which is never a good idea, by the way. Let's look at this one. In parked mode, percentage of, I guess, battery consumed, and you've got a bit of a detail here as to screen time, preconditioning, cabin overheat, Sentry, mobile app, summon standby, vehicle standby, and the amount of energy it's using since, well, last drive, since last charge. Let's have a look at that one. You can see here that Sentry mode, as my car was parked at work all day, it used 2.4% of the battery, and it's suggesting here, hey, maybe exclude it when you're at work or at home. I do at home, to save some energy. But yeah, at work I'm not going to do that. Who knows what some person's going to be doing to the car at work. And in driving mode, it's a clearer graph. I like that. I feel like I can actually interact with it, but I can't. I think we need to do a better drive. And then we've got information here. So 1% consumed, which is 0.9% more than estimated vehicle consumption. It was wet, raining, and it's windy here. So that energy consumption, the extra rather, doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Aggressive acceleration consumes more energy. I don't remember doing excessive acceleration. I really don't. It's fascinating. It suggested that. Oh, look at that. That is, again, very different. There's a lot to unpack here. I think I need to spend some time with this and digest it, because there's a wealth of information. So suggesting going uphill cost you 1.2% more energy, and going down actually saved 0.5%. Makes sense. You know, going uphill takes a lot more energy, regardless of what vehicle you have, petrol or diesel or electric. And then going downhill, where you can recapture the energy from the spinning wheels back through those motors into the battery, so that, again, makes sense. And chill mode, you've got a Tesla. Comment below if you use chill mode, because I just, they're too much fun. I enjoy, you know, spirited, not crazy, not lead foot, but I enjoy the pick up and go of Teslas, so I'm not going to be using chill mode. Alright, well, that's a brilliant addition. Again, I think I'm going to be saying that term a lot in this video. This one is long been coming, and very exciting addition indeed, and that is Sentry mode live camera access. And as you can see here on my phone, you have to, well, first up, rewind. Go into your controls, safety, view live camera feed. You can now actually look at, you know, what's going on around your car from your mobile phone. It's brilliant. If you sat in the car, it won't work. Okay, you need to be at the car and it needs to be parked. But nonetheless, the next thing we want in Australia is like you know, boombox, where you can actually use a speaker that I hope is still fitted to these cars, and, you know, fend off potentially anyone who's coming to do something nasty to your car. It's a great addition, and I'm so glad that finally we've got Sentry mode live camera access through your mobile phone app. So excellent. If you, by the way, have older Teslas, you might not be able to get this. So I believe it's something to do with particular hardware, and yeah, so just see if you can actually get it. But brilliant addition. Battery heating performance is saying that battery heating performance has been improved when driving at highway speeds, when a supercharger has been selected as a destination. Okay, fine. The app has been improved here, so now you can view additional media player details and ETA to a destination when a route is active from the Tesla mobile app with version 4.13.0. Okay, we'll see what that looks like at another time. dynamic brake lights. In this, Tesla's saying that when you're driving over 50 kilometers per hour, that's 31 miles per hour, and brakes are applied forcibly, think emergency braking situations, the brake lights will now flash quickly to warn other drivers about the sudden decrease in speed. Very much a European thing that's been around for decades, and I think Australian drivers might be a bit confused when they see that. I imagine some European cars already do that here, but actually I haven't really seen that here, so it'd be fascinating to see the reaction we get. When coming to a complete stop, the hazing lights will start flashing until they are manually turned off or the accelerator is pressed. That's kind of excellent, actually. So again, a lot of European cars already had this. In fact, not just European car makers, but all cars that were in Europe for many decades were required to have this feature. And now it's coming to Tesla in Australia. So good to know. You've got to press the button up top there to deactivate the hazard lights, or just press the accelerator to get going again. Next up is Supercharger additional details, and this, they said, is redesigned Supercharger map pop-up will now display historical site occupancy in addition to the associated charging fees when available. To view these details, tap on any Supercharger pin that's in the vicinity of your vehicle. And you've got this like very much Google graph here. That's excellent. So between essentially 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. is when it's busiest, which makes sense because people might do the shopping after work, and very quiet from 12 to 3 a.m. Great addition. Excellent addition. Good job, Tesla. All right, let's complete this software update. Car left open, notifications have been improved. I don't know what that looks like yet, because when I walked away from this car, it's great at always locking it. I have it selected where it toots me, so I have that reassuring sort of, yeah, it's doing what it's supposed to do. And fun fact, whenever it's raining, can you get back into your Tesla without having to potentially do something like with your phone or even resort to the damn card? Comment below that's your experience, because today in Melbourne it's very wet, and it's happened I think for the second time in recent memory. It's always when it's damn well raining. I don't know what it is. It's like, oh, you just stay outside your car for a minute and I'll let you get wet whilst I contemplate letting you into this car. Yeah, there we go. Swings and misses. We have new language support for Lithuanian. Fantastic. There's multiple languages available in Teslas, so a great addition. Now, I did shoot some previous footage around update 2228, and I'll just briefly step you through it here now. It's a very minor update, and that was about giving you options for different routes you could take and how long it would take you. Just think Google Maps. You know how it always says, if you take this route, it's a little bit slower, or it's a similar time, or it's going to take you longer, or it's going to cost you more. Same thing is now actually seen in here, and under the hood we all know that it's actually Google Map data supporting it anyway, so it's not surprising that it has this. Theatre mode, you can now actually minimize from the full screen down to like that little window corner, and then toggle car controls over the top without actually closing yourself out of the app. That was brilliant, because in the past you would actually have to exit the app, and then if you're watching a YouTube video you would have to go back in, re-find it and restart it potentially. So lovely addition, that one. There was just some game improvements to 3 different games, and I've now got, and I'll be reviewing soon, these game controllers, and spoiler alert, they're great and they're not so great. But anyway, there you go. Alright, look, if you've enjoyed this video, please do consider giving me a subscribe. It's absolutely free. If you want to take your support to the next level, maybe look at YouTube memberships or joining me on Patreon, where you get behind the scenes footage, news, polls and stuff that you just don't get here on regular free YouTube. You still get free stuff from me, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you can actually go get some more stuff if you want to support the channel. So if you can, that's really appreciated. Otherwise, yeah, comment, share this video, and importantly, subscribe. Okay, you be good and you be green.